Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy hump day, everybody. To all the humpers out there. Good morning. I hope y'all are having a wonderful morning. You guys are getting where you need to be. You got your coffee and or tea. Okay, I got mine over here. And it's too damn hot. I'm going to have to sip it real slow this morning because I got it in. Mary Giles is first. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. Good morning, Deborah Banks. Let me put y'all name up. All right. Good morning, Deborah Banks. Good morning, Deborah Johnson. Good morning, Miss Pruitt. Good morning. Said happy Wednesday, Caramel. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Rose? That's my top flight mod in the building. Good morning. Good morning. Who else? We got Tripping Hard. Thanks for being here. Angela Cuff is here. Simple Mom Family TV is in the building. That's a content creator. You guys check her out. Lori Eden says, good morning, Caramel and Chad. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Good morning. Trina Dean is here. Good morning, ma'am. Gail West is here. Nikki B is here. Darling Mungum is here. Hey, Ebony. Hey. Kim Jones is in the building. Says, happy hump day. Good morning, Caramel. Good morning. Big Steak is in the building. Good morning. Sheila Rumpf is here. Tanasha Harris is here. Good morning. Tyrone Phillips is in the building. Good morning, Tyrone. Cupcakes Mamas is in the building. Bridget J is here. Thanks for being here. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. Nikki B. One Cast Story. Good morning, team. My other mod is here, True TV Podcast. Good morning, ma'am. Brenda Gresham is in the building. Good morning. April R.N. Virgo. If y'all need a doctor in the house this morning, child, from laughing too hard, y'all better get April over there to give y'all some mouth to mouth so y'all come on back and laugh some more. All right, Denise Slate is in the building. Good morning. Veer Dockery is here. Felicia is here, and everybody's still pouring in. So let's go ahead and jump on into the show. I hope y'all are doing well. All right, I'm Caramel Rell. This is the Caramel Rell Show. All right, so good morning. I'm here. Hey, Bernadette. Hey, Lisa Bell. Hey. Go on over there, get them right, Miss April R.N. All right, give them that mouth to mouth, honey. Give them that mouth to mouth. I don't do no mouth to mouth, child. All right, I'm going to say, y'all get that? All right, I'm going to blow it to you. Now, that's up to you to get it. I ain't putting my mouth on it. I'm putting my mouth everywhere now. I don't be doing that. No. I don't no bumps on my mouth. All right, let's get into the show. Let me get my stuff pulled up here. Child, so much going on. Y'all know yesterday was Mail Day. Baby, when I tell you everybody was talking about the situation with Mail when she went live, y'all know I covered it as well. If y'all didn't get a chance to see it, go on over there and look at it, honey, and get the likes up on that. Because, baby, it was some tea up in there. Okay. I said I knew eventually she was going to start talking about some of the stuff that she was dealing with Martell. Because, baby, when I tell you, he is a handful. I don't know how she did that shit. I don't know how she did it. Pulling weapons on me, threatening my life, talking about you've been thinking about taking me out. Like, what? How you do that? Okay. She said he punched her. I was telling y'all that yesterday. But my thing is, am I surprised? Hell no. I'm not surprised that Martell was doing this shit. It's just the fact that I feel like Melody, for the sake of her children and her peace, thank you so much. She said happy birthday to my son. Yeah, his birthday is today, honey. He not let me forget it this morning. He woke up talking about his birthday. Oh my God. He got his birthday shirt today. He got his red birthday shirt. I went and had him a personalized birthday shirt made. So he's got that on, child. He's a red J's. He fresh today too. I got his haircut so he can be, but yeah, he is a child. And then they're gonna have a party for him in class. So I got to take his stuff up there at like 12:30 so he can have his little party at school, girl. And but his birthday is today. So thank you so much for the super sticker for my son. His birthday is today. He is 10 today, honey. 10. I got a 10-year-old, Lord. I remember when he was born. I remember when he first started walking, talking, all that. And child, it's just like, I'm looking at him like, Lord, he's going to be a teenager soon. I ain't ready. So slow it down, Lord. Slow it down just a little bit. Okay. But luckily for me, he's still a mama's baby. He still come up to me. He'll still hug me when we're home. Now, if I try to hug him at school, it's like, Mama, what are you doing? Because, he got an image now. He don't want me hugging him and carrying on at school. He be like, all right, Mom, we'll do all this at home. But at school, I got an image now. Abort mission. I'm like, why are kids that way when they start growing up? Like, I can hug him and kiss him all I want to at home, but at school, or out in public like that, he be like, Mom, child. But thank y'all. I see the birthday wishes. Thank y'all. That's my baby, honey. He is spoiled as hell, and we got some stuff planned for him. He's into electronics. Okay, if y'all have boys that are starting to get older, they're into electronics. That shit can get expensive, okay? You always want the new this, the new that, the gaming systems. Baby, listen, that's why I work so hard, so he can have those things. Well, you know, me and his dad, of course. We work hard so he can have those things. He's a good kid. He deserves it. He does well in school. And I don't really have no problems out of him. So whatever he asks for, he gonna get it. Absolutely. All right. Let's get into it. What up? What up? Schoolboy, thanks for being here. Say happy birthday to him. I hope he gets all the gifts, child. Yes, he's already getting cash apps from family and other people. So he gonna be hella excited when he get home. I'm like, damn, my phone been blowing up this morning. But yeah, thank y'all so much for the birthday wishes, though. That's my baby, honey. If people want so crazy on this damn internet, I will show y'all a picture. But no, I gotta keep some things to myself because people are nuts. Okay, nuts. And I gotta protect my baby because I will slam go off and do that time for mine. All right. But let's get into the show. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right. Let's go and jump in because it's a lot to talk about so we can get through it. All right. Let's get into Trump. Y'all know we like to do politics first. All right. Let's get into that. Let's share because there's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Thank y'all. I see you say, yeah, I got to keep my privacy, honey. Yeah, no, no, people are nuts. People are crazy on this internet. No. I ain't showing no family pictures. I ain't showing nothing. Nope, absolutely not, because people are crazy. All right, but let's continue. Donald Trump, honey, responds to unaliving rumors, claims that he didn't see the hysteria online, said that Biden would not come out for months, and nobody else said it was anything wrong with him. Why are you so worried about Biden? Like, you in office and all you talk about is Joe Biden. Joe Biden is home taking a good nap so, you know, he can be ready for when y'all have these stupid ass events so he can take another nap, because y'all know Joe Biden is going to take a good nap. He don't care if it's a president's funeral. He don't give a damn what it is. The inauguration, he going to go to sleep. All right, but let's get into this.
You see that?
No.
People didn't see it for a couple days. 1.3 million user engagements as of Saturday morning about your demise.
Really? I didn't see that. You know, I have heard, it's sort of crazy, but last week I did numerous news conferences, all successful. They went very well, like this is going very well. And then I didn't do any for 2 days, and they said there must be something wrong with him. Biden wouldn't do them for months. You wouldn't see him. And nobody ever said there was ever anything wrong with him, and we know he wasn't in the greatest of shape. No, I heard that. I get reports. Now, you knew I did an interview that lasted for about an hour and a half with somebody, and everybody saw that was on one of your competitors.
Something completely different, but about a big viral social media trend over the weekend. How did you find out over the weekend that you were dead?
So let me catch y'all up for what y'all may not know. So I don't really care, but it's news. So people are putting out posts saying that Trump was unalived after he was seen. The last picture that he was seen where he had like this big bruise on his hand and they were trying to cover it with some makeup, but it was the wrong shade of makeup. It's like way too light. So it kind of brought more attention to the actual wound versus hiding it. Well, people were noticing too that he had like the jitters. So people were like, damn, well, they hadn't seen him in a few days or anything. They were saying that maybe he had, you know, passed away. So there were rumors and posts going around saying that Trump had passed away. And I was just like, Lord, could this be you working? Because I did ask you the other day now to send old boy back from the Cosby Show. You know, Malcolm sent him back from the Cosby Show and you can have Trump. So I didn't know if the Lord was, you know, going ahead on and working through me in that situation. Not through me, but, you know, going ahead and doing his good work. But yeah, so as we can see, the Lord is still working, honey. All right. So Lord, we send him on back up to you, Lord. Take Trump, God, and send us back Malcolm Jamal Warner in the name of Jesus. All right. So we'll see what happens this week. I don't know. But yeah, girl. So that's what had happened, right? So not pissy. Y'all are crazy. So he's so oblivious to life, just life, period. And he's so fixated on Joe Biden. He can't do a post. He can't do a speech without mentioning Joe Biden. Joe Biden is in your mind like apartments, sir. Like for real. He literally lives in your mind. Get over it. And we don't care no more. Moving around. All right, so this is a sad story. I want to talk about this. Y'all know we talk about everything over here. We got to talk about everything. All right, let's get into this topic. So if you guys have somebody missing, this may be near and dear to you. I'm going to put in my trigger warning banner just because, all right? Because I don't want nobody to trigger, child. I don't want to have to say April RN nurse over there, girl, to have to get y'all right in here. Let me put my trigger warning banner up. So we can get into this. All right. So family of a 19-year-old Dakar Thompson pleads for her safe return and has been missing for 10 days. All right. Says that nobody should have to experience what I'm feeling right now as a parent. As a parent, that has to be very hard to know that your child is missing. You don't know where they are. You don't know what state they're in terms of health wise. You don't know if they're, unalived or if they're alive. It's a sad situation with trafficking being at an all-time high. You just never know. People snatching people up, adults and children. So you got to be on your baddest behavior when you out. You got to be like this when you're out and watching and making sure that you're not distracted on your phone. We talk about this all the time. You're pumping gas, pay attention. We have these people called sliders. While you on your phone, not paying attention, they sliding in your passenger side of your car and then run off with your damn car. I just saw a video with that the other day. That's something that happens a lot in Atlanta. I've been seeing. Okay, that's another thing. Stop leaving your cars unlocked. You gotta watch when you're out. I'm never distracted when I'm out. I'm watching. I don't want nobody walking up on me. I don't want no craziness happening. But let's go ahead and get into this. I'm gonna play the video first. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk. All right.
Thompson had just walked through some brush when she noticed what appeared to be a metal trap door. It was chained shut, but there was just enough of a gap to peer down inside.
Hello? Hello?
Carmen has spent 10 days now searching for her daughter and thought the mill was a good place to look. So why here? Why are you looking here?
I'm exhausting any resource, anything that I can think of. I noticed this yesterday when I rode by to go to the location. I noticed it from my right view when I was riding by, and I made a note to come back and check here also this morning.
Despite several hours of searching along the stream bed, Carmen and Daniel Thompson came up with nothing new.
But just see if I can find any clues, any clothes, any indication of someone being here.
Dakara Thompson left her father's Lanham home Friday night, August 22nd, telling her dad she was heading to purchase some gas for her car. The two communicated briefly that night, with Dakara telling her dad she would be home soon. Dakara's father says he found her car parked right here in front of this fire hydrant, pointed in the wrong direction and right across from the Chillum Adelphi Volunteer Fire Station. Her mom told me today that Dakara was a new driver, and to her it appeared that she had just gotten out of the car and was going to return very quickly. Dakara's purse with credit cards and cash was still inside the vehicle, but her phone and key fob were gone. Her parents are still unsure, but think the person walking in this grainy video could be Dakara, walking in that neighborhood at around 1:30 Saturday morning, the 23rd.
I'm scared, but I'm still hopeful.
Carmen and Daniel Thompson say the Prince George's County Police are assisting in the search and asked that they not share certain details with the public.
So I guess they don't want to mess up an active investigation. So, but they are doing some stuff.
Dakara's phone may have been turned off in the hours after she vanished. It's a mystery her parents desperately want to solve. In Adelphi, Paul Wagner, News 4. Carmen Thompson had just...
So if her phone is with her, y'all know they have the "Where's my iPhone" thing on your iPhone. If you guys are iPhone users, most of the time it will tell your location, but I don't know if her phone is off or if her phone is, not charged up, then you probably won't be able to do that. But I know all iPhones have the "Where's my iPhone" where you can find the location, whether your phone is stolen or if you're looking for said person. I'm not sure, but this is sad. She's been missing for 10 days. All right. She's only 19 years old. Dakara Thompson was last seen on August the 22nd, getting out of her car, a 2013 white Ford Edge at the Shell gas station in the Eastgate Shopping Center of, Lanham. They said at some point after her car was discovered, as you guys can see, parked across from a fire hydrant, across from the fire station. Inside were her purse, wallet, cash, house keys, and some other belongings, but her phone and key fob were missing. Police said that the cell phone had been disabled. So that sounds like something weird going on there, okay? Because if somebody was going to rob her, then they would have also taken the cash, right? Because I don't know a robber that would see cash and be like, oh yeah, we don't want that. We just want your phone itself, your cell phone or your keys. But wallet is there, purse is there, cash was obviously sitting out there. They saw that. So I don't know. This sounds like something, someone definitely kidnapped her. That's what it sounds like to me. So prayers that they find her, that she's found safe and sound and brought back to her family. Because that, baby, as a mother, you just can't sleep when something like that happens to your baby. It's just like all these things run through your mind. Like, where can my child be? And Lord, please, protect my child and bring them back home safe. So prayers for this mother that they find this child. Let's get into it while we're talking about mothers, because we got some ratchet ass mamas out there. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about, I'm gonna leave the trigger warning banner up because this is another trigger, honey. All right. Parents, please stop going to the schools and the bus stops fighting with your children. This is a lot. These 4 women here, if we can call this one here on the end, okay, a mother, because it looked like a dude. Dude looks like a lady, as the song say. But Khadijah Weaver with the blonde hair over here on the end, baby, I don't know. Ghetto, the ghetto. All right, so it says that it's a damn shame that a group of Birmingham mothers, all right, down in them damn Bamas, arrested after pushing and encouraging young girls to fight one another in a now viral video. All right, I'm happy that they did put like a little screen over it so we can go ahead and watch. All right, so fair use, and shout out to the neighborhood talk. We're gonna play the video, then we're gonna talk about it.
Video is making the rounds on social media. Girls fighting as adults look on, encouraging them. Thanks so much for joining us here. I'm Brittany Decker.
I'm Guy Rawlings. In the video you saw first on 13, we've blurred the faces of those involved. It's hard to tell which of them are the people charged, and there are minors in the video.
Our WVTM 13's Bryce Oslin has been following this story all weekend and spent the day in Tom Brown Village.
Video shows 2 young girls punching, pulling hair, and fighting at the Tom Brown Village. The Birmingham Housing Authority released a recorded statement the day of the incident.
When crime happens, we see it, and we also take action.
Police say the girls fighting attend Hayes Middle School, and they arrested these 4 women for contributing to the delinquency of a minor. On Friday, Birmingham Police Chief Michael Pickett released a statement admonishing the women and saying in part, "We have zero tolerance for parents who encourage, promote, or facilitate violence among our youth." Birmingham City Councilor Darrell O'Quinn represents the district where Tom Brown is located. He released a statement saying, "Scenes like this are why the council supports community-based violence intervention programs." He says what happened is troubling, and he supports BPD's efforts to hold parents accountable. Now the women may be looking for a new home as well as facing charges.
Eviction notification were sent to those individuals ASAP.
In Birmingham, Bryce Oslin,
There you go.
WVTM 13.
Throw their asses out.
We reached out to the Birmingham Housing Authority today for an update. Late this afternoon, they sent us a statement saying all their properties are equipped with 24-hour surveillance to ensure residents are safe. The Housing Authority tells us they served eviction notices Thursday to 2 of the people involved, and they issue notices to residents at all their communities, reminding folks about their lease policies.
Disturbing video is.
All right, what y'all think about that? That's good. Get their asses out of there, because if you can be out here facilitating fights, y'all ass can be on a job, and that's just on period. Sitting back on the system, too idle, ain't got shit else to do than having your kids out here fighting and acting ratchet in the damn streets. Like you could be in the projects, but the projects ain't got to be in you. Damn, this is sad. This is sad. 4 women, if we can call them that, okay? 4 individuals, let's say that, who are supposed to be an example to young girls and just children, period. You're out here facilitating fights and videoing it and egging the shit on like school, like high schoolers. It's sad. It's sad. I'm so sick of this. Now, according to WVTM 13, said that Khadijah Weaver, Jasmine Heidenberg, Tiana Williams, and Diana Young were all arrested and charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor. They're all between the ages of 27 and 32. You real grown and know better. Says, but that did not stop them from encouraging middle school students to attack each other. Now, this says that the Birmingham Police Department says that their high-intensity community-oriented police patrol unit was called to the Tom Brown housing community on August the 28th after a report of a fight. Now, an investigation was started and showed that the women took part in instigating the fight, encouraging it, and physically pushing the 2 girls to fight each other. It says that in a video that was posted on social media, see, you're still egging it on social media, trying to get likes. That shit ain't funny. Somebody could have lost their life. Says you can see the girls swinging and pulling hair while the parents gather around without stopping the altercation. Says that not only did this result in their arrest, but they were also, as you guys heard, evicted from the Housing Authority of Birmingham, issued a statement making it clear that violence is not tolerated in their communities. Said that the Birmingham Police Chief Michael Prickett also shared a message about parental responsibility. Y'all won't be able to go to any other projects anywhere and stay because of this type of behavior. That's going to be definitely notated that you guys were involved in this situation. So now your ass is going to really have to go get a job and find you some rent. It's probably going to be higher than where you were staying in the damn projects. That's good for you. Now it says that I have two words: parental accountability. It says that we have zero tolerance for parents who encourage, promote, or facilitate violence among our youth. These swift arrests were made to send a clear message. That's great. I applaud it. Gotta do better as parents. All right. I mean, damn. If the kids see the mamas out here fighting like alley cats, they're gonna be doing the same shit too. And everybody lose in that situation. Everybody. Okay. Now you got to find a place to stay for your kids. You're gonna be displaced, and your kids got to go to school. Like, it's just a hot ass mess. Let's continue on. Let's take down the trigger warning because we good. All right, let's get into this Cardi B update because she did win her lawsuit, honey. Y'all know she was in court because a security guard says that she assaulted her and was suing her for $24 million. But the court said not so fast, honey. So Cardi B was found not liable in her civil suit. And she says, I did not touch that woman. But then you came right out of court and threw an ink pen and hit one of the news reporters standing outside to ask you a question about said pregnancy. But let's get into it, child. You in court. I didn't hit her. I would never put my hands on someone and come right out of court and put your hands on somebody. But let's go.
Me. I know you guys having a little key with the moment, but to be honest with you, I have missed my kids' first day of school today. I missed my kids' last week of school yesterday because of this. And I'm not even playing around. I would, even if I'm in my deathbed, I swear to God, I will say it in my deathbed. I did not touch that woman. I did not touch that girl. I didn't lay my hands on that girl. And with that being said, this time around, I'm going to be nice. The next person to try to do a frivolous lawsuit against me, I'm going to countersue. And I'm going to make you pay. Because this is not okay. I think people have like this misinterpretations of celebrities. Like, it's like, oh, well, we could ask for this and they're going to settle. You don't work at home and you don't work all day and you don't work for your money to give out your money. Mm-hmm. So don't ever think that I'm just going to give you my money that I work hard for. I don't lay in bed all day. I work all day and I work hard for my money, for my kids and for people I take care of. So don't you ever think that you're going to sue me and I'm just going to settle and just give me my money. It's hurting me.
The next person sue her, she's going to countersue and she's going to make you pay her. That's smart though, because you do have a lot of people who just be out here just filing damn lawsuits just to see if they can get some money or see if somebody can settle. Because they know these celebrities, they don't want to be in court all day, but she was there every single day for this lawsuit, okay, for this civil suit. She was in court every single day. Granted, some of these, she was yawning and going to sleep, but she was there. And it's sad that she missed her kid's first day of school for this bullshit. But at the end of the day, she did win her civil suit, okay, and did not have to pay $24 million. So shout out to Cardi for that. All right, we ain't gonna stay on that long. Shout out to the girls of fighting too. All right, moving along. Hold on. Y'all need it. Give me a second, y'all. I like my stuff to be in order. Okay, yeah. Let's move that down. Okay, yeah. Down one. Okay. All right, so Cardi B is shutting down rumors about her being pregnant. So let's get into that. Because y'all know yesterday we saw a video and she had a little baby bump on button there. So we're going to look and see what she's trying to tell us, y'all. So maybe she's saying she ain't pregnant. I don't know. Well, let's get into it. Being blacklist. Let's go ahead and watch that. Shout out to them. Said that Cardi is clearly still pregnant. Said if she wasn't, said that the reveal would be her flat stomach, not a pillow. So they said that Cardi B is trying to shut down pregnancy rumors, but many remain skeptical. So let's see, because y'all know initially she does have a flat stomach per, whatever surgeries or whatever. Because she's had quite a few kids. What, 3 kids now? Does she have 3 or 4? Something like that. I'm not sure. But let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, we're gonna keep the music off. You can clearly see she got something up under there. I don't know why she's doing that. Is that to protect her stomach? Maybe there is a baby there, and with her going back and forth to court, she didn't want somebody maybe bumping her stomach, so she has maybe this over it to prevent someone from maybe bumping up on her or whatever. But she's doing like a little strip tease, and you can see clearly she has something under there which could have contributed to the pooch. But y'all can see down here too, she got something going. I don't know, but the people are saying that she is supposed to be pregnant by Stefan Diggs. I don't know. What do y'all think? Clearly she has something under there. She has something under there. I don't know. Well, why we gotta get the finger though? But so yeah, they said, why is her pregnancy bothering y'all so much? Somebody else says, I love Cardi, says she don't give a F, and she's always with the shenanigans. She is always with the damn shenanigans. But yeah, so I don't know. People are saying, hey, people are saying she's pregnant. Some people are saying that she's not. All we can do is wait, because if she's pregnant, baby, we'll know in a few months. We will know in a few months, all right? But it damn sure looked like she had a baby bump up under that little suit when she got her ass up out of it. And the way she was walking and being so careful when she walked, it kind of gave that she might have a bun in the oven, not sure. But let's move on. Let's get into some Kelly Price news. Y'all done pissed off Kelly Price, okay? Y'all done pissed off Kelly Price, and she cussing y'all out this morning, honey. She's mad because y'all trying to tell her how to dress and saying she look nasty in her clothes and talking about her big ass feet. So Kelly, honey, y'all know she sings down, but she done, y'all know she's been talked about for quite some time about her weight. Y'all do know back in the 90s, they used her voice for a lot of the songs with Bad Boy. I saw what's the song? More Money, More Problems. Y'all know her voice was in there. I don't know what they want. That song. So she sang that, but they didn't let her be in the video because she was a big girl, but they still used her voice. All right. And Kelly's written a lot of hits for herself and for other people as well. She's very talented, but I think she has a very nasty attitude. Very, very nasty attitude. But let's get into this. They says that Kelly Price is going off and says that Black women are some of the most nasty, disrespectful people. And so are you. Okay, we can say the same for you, because I've seen you in several instances where you've been very nasty to people as well. All right. But let's get into it. So Kelly Price says, beware of trolls, and God forgive me for the cussing that I did on this live. And baby, she did. Let's get it.
Black women, you are some of the most nasty, disrespectful people. But any man that feels that he has the right to disrespect a woman that has never done anything to them because they want to feel whatever, and they realize that they will never have to say what they say under a picture or a video of me, something that is nasty and hurtful, and you want to put it there.
Okay.
You do that because you a bitch. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Before I was saved, I was a Black girl born and raised on the south side of Jamaica. So let's make that abundantly clear. Okay? That's number one. Number two, to you women activists out here, you DEI hires who getting ready to lose your job, if you haven't lost it already, because guess what? I haven't lost mine, and I'm not going to lose it. Because while you fighting for somebody in another culture to get your job, God gave me my voice.
Come on,
and yes, Black women, you are some of the most nasty. I'm letting you have it right now, because ain't nothing you can do about that. And while you looking for a new job, I'm still going to be selling out theaters and venues, looking like a fat slob in clothes that you said that I look nasty in, and my feet are so damn big, and who dressed me. I'm still gonna be making my money. I don't even do this, but I'm so sick of Black people and their bullshit. I'm saying what I want to say. If you got a problem with what I'm saying, and Lord, pray for me, because I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Okay? All right. I'm not there yet. Black women, you are some of the most nasty, disrespectful people on God's planet. Find yourself, because a degree does not give you class.
Come on.
Find yourself, because a degree ain't going to get your stupid ass into heaven. Find yourself, because being a keyboard thug on social media ain't going to do nothing but get your ass whipped when somebody walk up on you that don't know, that you don't even know is watching you. I said what I said.
Come on now.
Find yourself, because a degree does not give you class. Find yourself, because a degree ain't going to get your stupid ass into heaven.
Y'all not stupid ass. Now, you said all that, then came back and want to be saved again. Now, I know, like I said, I've been saved about 56, maybe 57 times. So I get it. Sometimes you just got to haul off and cuss somebody out. Sometimes you just got to do that when they just will not get up off you. But it's just weird to me how Kelly's just always finding herself in situations. Girl, stop worrying about people saying you got big ass feet. You do. You be wearing them big ass Jordans with them church pants, because I've seen you in pictures doing that. Sometimes people are going to have opinions of you, but you got to get to the place where you just don't give no fucks. If you got to always, it's giving you and Claressa Shields, y'all need to get some type of media training, and y'all need to get to the place where y'all don't care what people have to say. You're a celebrity. People are going to always have an opinion of you, celebrity or not. People are going to always have an opinion of you. And every time you get into your feelings and every time they say something about you and you respond, you're letting them know they got to you. You're letting them know that they got to you, Kelly. You know your weight have gone up and down. And if you're comfortable in your skin and where you're at in your weight or wherever, then I wouldn't be giving nobody any type of response. Okay? Love yourself where you are. And don't be sitting here cussing people out and calling them bitches and stuff like that because you're mad. And it's given that what they had to say about you has stung you a little bit. Okay? Maybe work on yourself. If it bothers you, then work on it. If your weight still bothers you, because y'all know at one point Kelly got all the way down, and I think she might have had maybe gastric bypass a little bit back, but then we started noticing that her weight started ballooning back up. I'm not sure, but y'all know a lot of artists when they're traveling, touring and stuff, they're not really eating healthy. They're just grabbing whatever they can. They're eating fast food here. They're grabbing this. They're grabbing that. And it's kind of hard to, stay on the beaten path as far as your weight. But I don't know. At the end of the day, Kelly, stop always responding and stop putting yourself in a situation to where you look so nasty towards people in terms of how you approach different conversations and situations, because people getting tired of that shit. Like, for real, you were nasty on what's the other show, that gospel show, Sunday's Best. You were nasty. You are, girl. Get your attitude together, Kelly. And it's not cool. You were nasty at the rental car place. We talked about that too. All right, something happened at the rental car place, and you got there and was acting a fool over there, and the people had to get ready to call the police on your ass because you were doing the fucking most. Like, and here you are again. And this situation has gone viral because it's on several different publications. This video right here, where she on here cussing people out and calling people bitches.
Earth, the things that you say about other Black women, but you're an activist and you are educated and you are this and you are that and you are the other.
Girl.
I'm letting you have it right now because ain't nothing you can do about that. And while you looking for a new job, I'm still going to be selling out theaters and venues looking like a...
Are you sure? Because the same people that's going to have to buy them tickets for you to sell out. Okay. Are you calling them bitches too? Because you don't want to get yourself blacklisted and be like Brian McKnight out this bitch. Okay. Don't nobody want no Brian McKnight tickets if they just handed them to you. Ain't nobody checking for him like that. So you're not that girl unless we, the fans, purchase your damn ticket. So don't get cocky. Oh, I'm still selling out arenas, because that shit can be stopped too. Ask Brian. Ask Brian McKnight when he got to running his damn mouth and treating his children the way he was treating them. People were like, yeah, we're not supporting Brian no more. Fuck Brian. Hell, I don't even listen to him in my iPod no more. I was like, fuck Brian. Yeah, bitch, back at one. Back at one fan. That's all you need is one fan, because that's all your ass got right now. And Kelly, you don't want to mess around and do that, because it's very evident you're very talented vocal wise. You are. Kelly Price sings down. And I say the same thing about Keke Wyatt. Y'all attitudes are fucking nasty. I met Keke, and I told y'all before, and I will forever think about this, and I'm gonna always talk about it. I have met Keke Wyatt in person, and she was so fucking rude. I was like, bitch, I won't download anything else of you. I don't give a fuck. And I don't care how great you sing. Your attitude fucking sucks. Your demeanor, your disposition, everything about you is fucking nasty. And it's a turn off, and it makes people not want to support you. And I think a lot of these fans, they forget. If we don't support you, you are no one. Now, yeah, you're going to get residual checks from music that you've already put out. You're going to get that. But it's the touring, and it's the people buying your album and supporting your ass and streaming your music that keeps you going to where you don't have to work a regular 9 to 5. And that's just on period. That's on period. If the word get around that Kelly Price is this nasty biatch and nobody want to support you, baby, you're going to have to go get a job somewhere. You will. So don't speak too soon and don't get too high of yourself. All right, because people will not support your ass, and reality will set in. They will humble you. Okay, your fans will humble your ass.
Disrespectful people. But any man that feels that he has the right to disrespect a woman, that has never done anything to them because they want to feel whatever, and they realize that they will never have to say what they say under a picture or a video of me, something that is nasty and hurtful, and you want to put it there. You do that because you a bitch. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Before I was saved, I was a Black girl born and raised on the south side of Jamaica. So let's make that abundantly clear. Okay? That's number one. Number two, to you women activists out here, you DEI hires who getting ready to lose your job if you haven't lost it already, because guess what? I haven't lost mine, and I'm not going to lose it. Because while you fighting it for...
It's too cocky. You can't say I'm not going to lose it, Gary. You can definitely lose your job. You can, girl. You really can.
Somebody in another culture to get your job, God gave me my voice. And yes, Black women, you are some of the most...
I gave you that voice, but that same voice, honey, won't nobody hear it but you if you don't get your attitude together. You be singing at home in the mirror versus on the stage. All right, moving along. I like her music, but baby, get your attitude together. Get your attitude. Some of y'all be having the nastiest attitudes. All right, let's get into some Braxton news, child. Because Tracy Braxton's husband is speaking out. All right. Because Towanda Braxton is doing team too fucking much this season. All right. Y'all know that show is getting ready to come back. Braxton Family Values will be back, or the Braxtons rather. They changed it to the Braxtons. It will be back in October. Okay. We'll be back in October. Okay. So you guys can see here, Sarat 65, which is Tracy Braxton's husband. Rest in peace to her. So he's making it abundantly clear that Towanda is behind the scenes on her bullshit and have now made it to where she doesn't want Tracy's son to appear on the show because she doesn't want Tracy's husband to be sneaking and recording. She does not want him to get any airtime on the show. So she's acting like she's over the show. Okay. When you ain't got shit going on either. I'm just saying. So last season, y'all wanted him on there and y'all knew he was still grieving. And I had a problem with that. I'm just going to be honest with you. I had a problem with Towanda and them asking Tracy's son to come on this damn show, knowing that his mother just passed away. Then he had a medical emergency where he was in the damn hotel, and none of you guys asked him, oh, y'all come over here to the house so we can keep close watch over you. So he was good enough to come and film, but nobody wanted him to come to their house. I mean, there's Tony, there's Towanda, there's Trina. Like, come on. It's given that y'all were using this boy for ratings. Y'all didn't have shit to talk about, but y'all, that's all they talked about last season was Tracy passing away. And I get it. That's their sister. They wanted to make awareness. They wanted to show, their love and that they were grieving. I was just like, okay, can we get over this hump? Because it's just too somber for me. Okay. I didn't like seeing her son on the show where he just looked kind of spaced out and it was like he wanted to grieve in peace, but you guys used it for views. And I didn't like that shit. And then they made such a big deal about Tracy's husband being on the show as well. So now let's get into this, child. Because I said, bitch, I ain't like it. I just didn't like it. All right. So Towanda Braxton made it very clear, and this is what Tracy's husband is saying, that Kevin Jr. will not be part of the Braxton season 2. Said that while she emphasized that she absolutely loves her nephew, she does not want his father involved in filming or tied to the show in any way. Said that Towanda explained that sometimes producers might try to slip things in without the family's knowledge, pointing out that production even attempted to film with Kevin Sr. last season. Okay. Now, y'all remember on the show, Towanda was sitting there with Trina, and production was there because you can see them come out. She was talking to production, and Towanda got into this right here and was saying, no, he's not filming, meaning Michael Braxton, not Braxton, but Kevin Sr., which is Tracy's husband. She said, we're not letting him film. This is our show. He's not filming. I get that, but it's the way she was doing it. Towanda was doing the fucking most. Her attitude sucks sometimes. That's another one with a bad attitude, honey. Oh my God. So they said that for season 2, that she stressed that this is the sisters platform and the focus will be kept on highlighting their own family dynamics, not outside figures or conflicts. Respectfully, that was Tracy's husband when he was here. She stayed with him regardless to all the things that he went through in their marriage. He did step out and have an outside kid. I'm understanding. And Tracy decided to still stay through that and work out her marriage and keep her family dynamic together. Tracy was the only one out of all of her sisters that stayed with her husband until she passed away. So that's something that I definitely applaud her for. And a lot of that I feel like is because she wasn't around her mother so much, not because she didn't love her, but y'all know Tracy live in the DMV area, and they live like in California and Atlanta. All right, y'all know Towanda has since, Tamar has since moved to Atlanta. Trina lives in Atlanta now, and Towanda lives in Atlanta as well. So they're all back in Atlanta. The mother also lives in Atlanta. Tony is the only one that I think still lives out in LA. Okay. But I feel like, he was exploited. Tracy's son was exploited on this damn show, and it was too soon. It was too soon. So this season, Towanda saying she don't even want him on the show. It's like, okay, yeah, we already got the footage that we needed in order to get the great ratings for season 1. So this, season 2, we don't need you. He's family. He's family, right? Since when does Towanda call all the shots for the show? Because from my understanding, Vince is the person who is the executive producer behind the scenes, and Tamar as well. They're the ones that kind of put the money up and presented the show to the network for it to even be a show. Vince is the one that produced the actual song for the show. Y'all know that we are the Braxtons and we'll see that. Yeah, Vince did that for the show. But then they didn't even want Vince to have anything to do with it, and they were trying to get a whole lawsuit against Vince to take him off of it. So it's given like, as long as you're giving me what I want, thank you. But when I feel like I don't need you anymore, then we're going to go ahead and exclude you. So now this is why they changed the show from Braxton Family Values, because it was already copyrighted and patented by Vince and Tamar, who brought the show to the network. Okay. They changed it from that to the Braxton so that they can have more control on the show. That's some back information for those of y'all that didn't know, because I sure read up on the shit. I just hate that for them. And I hate that the dad, which, he's really not in the family anymore. By way of, he is, but he's not, because, his son is by Tracy, which, that still makes him a part of the family. I didn't like the way they treated him when Tracy passed away. None of them came to the funeral. Okay, that was a slap in the face. He put all this together. He said he was following Tracy's wishes. That's who she chose as her husband. Nobody saying nothing about you choose. Towanda, you had Andre, a nigga who didn't work, who put you through it and on national television disrespected you. Okay? The nigga would not get a job to save his life. Took you through hell, but your family still put up with that bullshit. And now you married to another nigga who don't let you talk, who talk over you. He's annoying. Trina, same thing. You married a Gabe, cheated on you many, many times, disrespected the hell out of you on national television as well, and is said to be in some type of situation with your brother's daughter, who Ashley Braxton, who's supposed to be on this season coming up. And now you married to somebody who also don't let you talk and who openly disrespect you as well. So none of them really have great relationships and or great track records when it comes to men. So this is very sad that they continue to keep shunning Tracy's husband and treating him like he's just some nigga off the street. That's who she chose, respectfully. I just don't know. Respectively, rather. All right. I just don't get it. But that's what Tracy Braxton's husband had to say about this situation. Obviously, he feel away that last season they were all on his nuts about asking, can his son be on the show, Kevin Jr. And this season, they don't even want him to be on there because they're trying to block the dad from being on there, which is so sad. But yeah, y'all can put in there what y'all think. This shit is so stupid. Let me get back to my screen. Also, Towanda also was speaking out, because I found this too while we're talking. Towanda was speaking out about people having something to say about her relationship with her sister Tamar. Y'all know Tamar has been going through it in the media here lately, child. But people were saying that Tamar is very problematic with her sisters, and they were saying that the dynamic and or friendship / sisterhood that she has with Towanda was very problematic, and that they, low-key don't really like each other and all that. I mean, we've seen it play out on the show. I didn't like the way they treated Tracy, and I'll stand behind that. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way they were telling Tracy, you need to lose weight on national television. Like, y'all saw how Tracy had to get all up in Tamar's face, and y'all saw how Tamar and Towanda had a moment where Towanda was beating on the table and snapping off on Tamar. Like, I mean, they're sisters. They're going to fight. They're going to have issues within the family dynamic and through their sisterhood. But this is what Towanda had to say. Said Towanda Braxton set the record straight, making it clear that when it comes to her sister Tamar, that people need to mind their business. Well, y'all get off TV then. You don't want to say your business, get off TV. Says that she explained that there's no jealousy between them, and that Tamar has always been her baby sister, someone that she's loved and shielded and protected her entire life. Said that Towanda shares that she simply made the choice to set healthy boundaries that don't or that doesn't change and that doesn't change the love that she has for Tamar or any of her sisters. Said that she emphasized that each of them is successful in their own right and that their bond as sisters run far deeper than anything people might see on TV. I believe they love each other. They have a weird way of showing it, but I think sometimes the tension between them can be too much. And some of that stuff I don't feel like should be shown on TV because, baby, I just don't think so. But what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? All right. But that's what Tracy's husband had to say about that situation, that they are pretty much keeping his son from filming on the show because they don't want him on the show as well. All right. But after that situation, child, I need a selection from the choir because that was just too much for me. Let's go ahead and play this. Y'all about to get a good laugh. I need a laugh after that, child. Let's get a selection, child, from this one woman choir. All right. Shout out to the doors of the church is open, honey. Let's go.
Never could have made it without you. Never would have made it.
Yes, yes.
Without you by my side, I never would have made it long without you. Never could have made it without you. I never could have made it.
Whoa.
Never could have made
Oh, Lord.
it.
Oh, Lord.
Thank you, God. Thank you, God.
All right, that's all I can tell you. What y'all think about that selection? Thank you for that selection, girl. Thank you for that selection. All right, we're going to move on. Child. Woo, Lord. See, now, if I was in church, if I was actually there, I would have had to put my finger up like this right here and grab my purse and go outside the door. I would have been able to sit in there under that. Okay? No. Yeah, I would have to put my finger up like this and get my bag and my Bible and yeah. Okay, usher, don't even try to stop me, all right? Because I'm busting through the door. Yes, girl. That was a mess. Lord God. Let's move on, child. That's why, child, this is why I stay at Bedside Baptist. We don't have that over here at this church. No, we don't. Now, we don't have that kind of stuff going on at Bedside Baptist. No, Lord. Okay? All right. Let's get on into Claressa Shields, honey, as she says that she hates when people try to call her ugly. Here she go. First, Kelly Price. Now, here you go. All right. Says that that really blows my mind. And I'm just like, no, I'm not, girl. Can you tell yourself that? Like, stop doing interviews again. Who you need some media training too, girl. Let's get into her because she is, child. I done told y'all, high school in the mind. This one here, she got some hands. She can fight good. But up here, girl, maybe you've been hit in the head too many times. I don't know. Maybe they punched you in the head too many times. But baby, your interviews are starting to be.
I hate when people try to say that I'm ugly. That blows my mind because I'm like, no, I'm not.
But who's saying that? Social?
Social, maybe some.
There's never anybody cute that says it. No, it's not.
Look at the people that's calling you that.
But it's always the same type of guy.
They're going to meet Claressa. That'll be the last thing you say to her.
But the thing is, though, it's like, in boxing, I'm not going to smile inside the ring. Like, you trying to hurt me, I'm trying to hurt you.
I'm in a war. You got a job.
I can't. But then it got to a point to where like the storytelling about me was, oh, I'm from Flint, Michigan. I went through sexual abuse. I hate men. I box and I'm not a big woman, but when I get ready for the fight, I look strong. Like I got muscles in my neck, my back. Like I'm showing up to really fight.
I really want the best.
I hate when people try to say that I'm ugly. That blows my mind because I'm like, no, I'm not.
But who's saying that? Social?
Social, maybe some.
There's never anybody.
You're an athlete, and I said the same thing about Kelly Price. Okay, you are what you think you are. We talked about this yesterday, did we not? Okay, love yourself, girl. Fuck what everybody else say and or think about you. People gonna always have an opinion of you. Some people gonna like you. Some people gonna think you ugly. Some people gonna think you fine. It's whatever you think. All right. Self-esteem is everything. Self-esteem, honey. We talked about it yesterday. Get your self-esteem up here so when people say these things to you, it don't bother you. I'm not going to sit in an interview and walk down everything somebody has to say about me because I don't give a fuck. And you got to get to that place where you don't either. Because again, it's giving that you really do care what people have to say about you. It's really not that important. People are going to always have an opinion of you, but stop allowing people to get into here. That's your brain, girl, into your mind and make you feel otherwise than what you see yourself. If you see yourself as fine, then you're fine. Forget what everybody else have to say. Usually it's the people that always have something negative to say about you. It's a deflection of what they see themselves as. Well, maybe a reflection, okay? They look at themselves in the mirror, be like, oh, I'm fucked up. Yeah, girl, you ugly. Really, when they're really looking at themselves, like, you know what? Yeah, I need to get my shit together. Okay, them be the ones. All right, they always have something to say about how you look, and they real fucked up over there. So you just have to just look over those things and get your self-esteem up and stop allowing people to pick at who you are and pick you apart. Girl, I keep telling y'all, you can never make me feel a way about anything. Let's get into this jam session because my moms are letting me know, honey, y'all sitting on my likes and we got to move fun. All right, please hit the like, y'all. Please hit the like, okay? Let's go. Hey. I like it. We're back. Y'all get y'all twerk on? Did y'all get y'all twerk on? Let me find out y'all twerking over there. All right, let's continue. Y'all keep tapping on that like button for me, okay? Really, y'all should tap on the like button before you come in because you know we're going to have a good show. You know we're going to have some great topics, okay? Y'all know we're going to pull the tea. So go ahead and hit the like. You know I'm going to give you a good show, all right? We're going to get a good show. Let's tap on that like and support the video, okay? All right, let's get into some Wendy Williams news. All right, we talked about her in a little bit. Let's talk about Wendy. Wendy, how you doing? Okay, I miss Wendy. I miss Wendy on TV. I ain't gonna hold you. Wendy was that girl. All right, Wendy had people wanting to fight her. All right, if you guys did not see the show, was it Unsung or something like that, where they were saying that the group Total, okay, from Bad Boy, Total rolled up to the radio station trying to fight Wendy for an interview that she did talking about them. Did y'all know that? Mm-hmm. The group Total went up there to stomp Wendy out, girl. And they said Wendy was not even scared. So Wendy was on this with it. I was like, come on, Wendy. All right. But they're saying that sources claim, excuse me, that Wendy Williams, honey, reportedly does not want to return to TV, which is kind of sad, okay? But wants to tour the country to expose the abusive guardianship system instead. So that's her focus now. Y'all know at one point she wanted to do her podcast, but it says she doesn't want to do that now. She want to just tour and speak on and or expose the abusive guardianship system that she's dealing with right now. She wants to be from under that guardianship so bad. She has her attorneys working on it. So we're going to see what happens. Now they said that she wants to maybe do a panel or some panels and help facilitate it as well. I ain't going to hold you. For the last few interviews that I've seen Wendy, where they've seen her out on the streets or whatever, she seemed to be in her right mind. But then again, you guys know how dementia, because they said she was diagnosed with dementia. Y'all know your mind kind of come and go. But for the last few videos that I've seen Wendy, when she speaks, it gives that she is very much so in her right mind. It don't seem like she's talking about one thing and then her mind just goes somewhere else. It gives that she is that she is of sound mind. So I really hope for the best for her. It's sad that she's dealing with all of this. It's sad to see the Wendy Williams go from sitting in her chair every day, doing her show, which was a very good show, if I might say so myself, to being in a space where she's being locked in rooms and she can't go nowhere, and she got a person telling her where she can come and go, and like, that's sad. I hate that for her. But let's continue. Now, they said that Wendy Williams has been through a lot these past few years, especially when it comes to her guardianship. Okay. I don't know why my throat's so damn sore. My throat is right. Might be that fan. I got the fan on. When it comes to her guardianship, although her fans would love for her to return to our television screen, sources tell Page 6 that Wendy has reportedly moved past that phase in her life and is now focusing on being an advocate against abusive guardianships. Okay. Now her lawyer, Joe Tapacino, or Tapacino, whatever child, told Extra that Wendy wants to make shift into advocacy. Wendy wants to make shift, that don't sound right, into advocacy to help give a voice to other non-famous people who don't have the power to speak up against the system. Said that even though people would love to see her grace the purple chair again, that she reportedly wants to tour the country and host panels about guardianship. That might be lit. Said that it's just so unjust and quite despicable, according to her attorney. Said that what she said to me once, more than once, is that Joe said that I wish that I weren't in the situation, but if someone is going to be in this situation, better me with a platform so that I can expose the system. So she wants to expose what she's dealing with behind the scenes, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things that she's dealing with we don't know about. We've heard about some things, but I'm pretty sure she appears to be very unhappy in this situation, and that's sad in her, her last days of her life, that she is, being locked up like a prisoner. And she can't do anything. Now, granted, she does have some issues with alcohol. She's had that for quite some time. And I think a lot of that had to do with her ex-husband and the fact that he was out cheating on her for all those years, over a decade, and then wound up getting this girl pregnant, Sabrina, and then he proposed to her. And like, all that was a slap in the face to her. All right. And then the stuff she was dealing with her son. So she's been dealing with a lot. Now, it says that it's just an idea, but she thinks that it's important. Said that she wants to maybe do some panels and help facilitate and talk about to protect families in from her guardianship. All right. So that's pretty much what's going on. What y'all think about that? I mean, I think the question is she okay enough to tour and have the pressure of going from city to city to city, talking about this situation like that, versus, maybe getting her rest and not kind of triggering other ailments that she's dealing with, because y'all know sometimes she has a lot of swelling in her feet. We used to see that a lot when she was on the Wendy Williams show. That's why she had those sneakers on. She couldn't wear heels anymore because her feet and her ankles would be so swollen, y'all. Okay, but I just hope for the best for Wendy. I like Wendy Williams. Y'all can't tell me nothing negative about Wendy. I like Wendy, and I hate that she's dealing with this. Let's move on. All right. All right, so I saw this post and I wanted to talk about it as well. So shout out to Demi TV, because yeah, I want to talk about this. Y'all remember Kim Fields? I love Kim Fields. Okay, I love her. I loved her all the way back from The Facts of Life. Okay, I've been a fan of Kim Fields all the way back from the show The Facts of Life. Okay, I used to watch that. Yes, as corny as y'all may think that was, I enjoyed that show, and I know some of y'all watched it too. All right. But Kim Fields reveals, you guys, that looking back, that she wishes that she had never joined Real Housewives of Atlanta. I always said that I felt she was like a fish out of water on that show. I didn't like the way Kenya Moore bullied her on the show. I didn't like it. She just seemed like she did not fit with the girls. This is Hollywood royalty on my screen. Kim Fields is Hollywood royalty. She's so humble. So for her to be on a show where women are fighting and going at each other, I just did not see her in that space. And it's like she tried really hard to fit in, but just given her persona, her reputation, and who she is, and from what we know her to be on our TV screen, it just gives that she was just like out of place being on this show. But she explained that she carries herself with a certain standard, and doing the show turned out to be one of the worst decisions that she's ever made. What do y'all think about that? Y'all say you love some Tootie. Me too. All right, but it said that Kim admitted that getting dressed up just to argue with grown women over childish matters wasn't something that aligned with her values or her lifestyle. Okay, I agree with that. Child. It says that she also shared that her marriage was unfairly defamed on the show because there were people saying that her husband was gay. Did y'all know that? I didn't like that. They were saying her husband was gay or whatever, and said that which was a breaking point for her. So she stepped back from the show to protect her peace and to protect people from saying egregious things about her and her family. Says because of this, that she immediately ended her contract after that season and made it clear that she never had any plans looking back, meaning she ain't never trying to be back on Real Housewives of Atlanta anymore, because that was a disaster. And I didn't like the way she was being bullied at the reunion as well. And she just sat there like, okay, you could tell she didn't want to fight. It's like a person who is bullying somebody and they want them to fight and they just started pushing them, trying to make them fight. She just kind of sat there like, no, I'm not fighting. Kenya was throwing hurling all types of things at her, just like really trying to get her out of character. Y'all remember when Kenya pushed her chair on the show and told her, you don't want to be here, to get up and leave. She was pushing her chair like she was trying to push the girl out the chair. And I was like, Kenya, what are you doing? Like, this is Kim Fields. I feel like Kenya was feeling away with Kim being on there because everybody liked Kim Fields. She's already made her name in Hollywood. So when people see her, they're like, oh, we like her. So I feel like Kenya might have felt a little, jealous or felt a little nervous with Kim being on the show, meaning that Kim was going to get a little bit more attention than her. Because y'all know Kenya is attention seeking. She loves that attention. So with Kim being on there that season, that did kind of take some of the attention away from Kenya. And she turned into a mean girl that season. And she was being a bitch towards Kim. And I can say that. I didn't like that. I didn't like it. I was like, no, you're not treating Kim Fields that way. But Kim Fields, she was not about the shit. She did not want to be fighting and all that. And she was trying to really keep it classy. But I was like, baby, this is the wrong show for that. And respectfully, I'm glad that she did step back from the show and decided not to come back. And protect your peace. And don't be having people up there talking shit about your family. Because when you're on these shows, it does open the door for people to come for you, dig up shit on you, and even talk, real bad about you and your family. She didn't like that when people were saying that her husband was this gay individual and putting pictures up about him saying, oh, look, he's gay. But I'm just like, girl. So I'm glad that she realized her worth and she got the hell up off the show. And that's good for her. And I'm happy because she's still doing good. She's producing and still getting her money out here. So ain't nobody stop her bag. So she is still out here moving and shaking. Let's continue on while we're talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kelly Farrell's husband is still talking, honey, and he's still doing press conferences, exposing the fuck out of Kelly. Y'all know Kelly is a new cast member on Real Housewives of Atlanta this season. So let's get into what her ex-husband now has to say. Her husband's name is Mark. And I showed you guys yesterday where he was doing a press conference talking about Kelly was stealing money, stole his businesses. Also, he was saying he did not want his kids to be on the show because he did not give permission for his daughters to be seen on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So he's asking a judge to prevent that as well, which is going to really be putting a dent into Kelly's storyline. And also, he didn't want Kelly talking about him on the show as well because he said that she was telling some lies on him to disparage his character. So I get that. If somebody's doing that, yeah, you got to protect your character as well. Okay. She was saying that he was abusive towards her. He says that's lies. But let's get into what he had to say. Mark Farrell says that he intends to sue Bravo TV and all parties involved. Okay. As we talked about yesterday, he states that Bravo TV hands are not clean, and that they gave airtime to lies and put my daughter on TV without my permission. He has twin daughters with Kelly. It says, and destroyed my name for entertainment. This is defamation. Let's get into what he had to say. And we're going to look at a few slides because there's I think 3. So I want to hear all of what he has to say because he's going after Kelly. He is going after Kelly. This can't be good for her because she just opened a second chicken and waffles business. So this might hurt her a little bit. Let's see.
But the truth is, Kelly doesn't want resolution. She wants to keep me down because without that storyline, she loses her platform. And Bravo, your hands are not clean. You gave airtime to lies that you knew could not be sustained. You put my daughter on national TV without my permission. You built a storyline that destroyed my name from entertainment. This is defamation. It will not stand. So today, I inform the world I intend to sue every party that's played a role in this part. Those who withheld my children, who stole my money, who illegally held my home proceeds, who ran hearings without jurisdiction, and abused their public offices, and who profited off lies. To my children, Chance, Chester, and Chassis, hear me clearly. I love you. I have never left you. I have fought for you every day, in every courtroom, every filing, and every word I speak. No matter what you told, no matter what you've seen on TV, your father always loved you and always will. But the truth is, Kelly doesn't want TV. Your father always loved you and always will. To my supporters, this is bigger than me. This is about accountability, integrity, and justice. What happened to Rockdale should have never happened to a man, another father, or another family. My silence is over. The truth is heard, and today is just the beginning. Thank y'all.
All right. To the next one. He's still.
Let me be clear. I never stole money from my business.
All right, so this one he's talking about money being stolen. So he says that Mark Farrell denies Kelly Farrell's claims that he stole money from her business. Mark says that he safeguarded the money due to Kelly's reckless spending, returned it, and still spent over 40 days in jail after Kelly and her attorney allegedly lied that he had not repaid it. Said that he caused the ordeal, false imprisonment, and fraud. So he's going after her for that as well.
The funds were from loans and grants that had both been signed to expand Nanas. When I saw reckless personal spending, I safeguarded the funds as recommendation of our then business partner. Before the June hearing, I had already turned over $320,000 to the joint business.
Now, y'all saw on the show too, and I kind of got to vouch for him when he said that Kelly do be having reckless spending, because who the fuck spends $10,000 on a birthday for a dog? $10,000. She said it on the show. She spent $10,000 to have a birthday party for her dog. I said, what the hell? What are you getting? $10,000 for a damn dog? Girl.
Account. Once the confidence that I had found a path forward, which was agreeing to the terms of operational agreement, which outlined that both signatures was needed, and you're agreeing to not spend funds reserved for the business expansion. By December 2022, every penny was back. Yet in January 2024, I spent over 40 days in jail while my ex-wife and her attorney told the court it had never been repaid. This is false imprisonment. This is fraud. And while Kelly was awarded the business, the cars, debt to proceed from the homes, and more, I still left with the debt. To this day, that loan sits on my credit while she uses the business it funded. On top of that, her attorney withheld over $74,000 that was legally mine from the sale of our home. Let me be clear. I never stole money from my business of our home. Money that sat over a year before quietly since the escrow. Money I could have used to support my children and myself after losing everything. Child support was set at nearly $4,000 a month, not based on my income, but on a business grant. Still, I tried. I offered payments that were rejected. I paid $14,000 with help from a friend when I was jailed again. I even offered half of the $74,000 I was owed just to catch up. But the truth is, Kelly doesn't want resolution. She wants to keep me down, because without that storyline, she loses her platform of our home.
Y'all hear that? He said without that storyline, she's losing her platform, and she's doing everything that she can to keep him down. That's what he's saying. All right, let's get to the next one.
Hey, good morning. Today I end my silence for 3 years. I watched my name.
Okay, so in this one, he said that Mark Farrell accuses ex-wife Kelly Farrell of lying in court, stealing his business, taking his home, children withheld, attacking his dignity, and claimed that the injustice by the court system allowed it. Says that Nana's Chicken and Waffles was my business, started with my money. So, child, let's get into it.
Dragged through the mud, my business stolen, my home taken, my children withheld, and my dignity attacked. The truth is simple. What happened to me was not justice. It was abuse of power. The 2022 hearing that changed my life should have never happened. I was never properly served. Without service, there is no jurisdiction. That means the court never had the legal authority to rule against me. Yet they did. In that ruling, my company, my livelihood, and my future was taken from me. Even from disturbing the court, ignored overwhelming evidence that Nana Chicken and Waffles was business. My business was started with my money and my family recipes. Just 1 month before the hearing, Kelly signed an operating agreement acknowledging that we were partners. We have a signature. We have a text sending it back to our business manager. We have Secretary of State filings, EIN numbers, tax documents, everything. She went into court, lied, and claimed she was the sole owner. The business ignored the agreement. The business ignored the agreement, ignored the evidence, and handed my company. The clerk of court, Janice Morris, even further, posted on social media, celebrating Kelly, praising her as she took my company. You are the clerk of the court. I trusted you to be neutral, to respect the office you hold. Instead, you cheered on injustice. And Nancy Bills, every time I stepped into your courtroom, I expected fairness, but I found hostility and bias. You even denied me the right to counsel at one hearing. You called me names on record. You forced me under threat of jail to transfer assets that were fully in my name, including my food truck. You locked me up multiple times for money that had already been paid back into my joint account. I was terrified to stand before you because you showed me again and again that I had no chance of being treated fairly.
That's sad. He said that she had him locked up multiple times. He said that he paid the money, but she told the courts that he did not. So they held him in contempt. I don't know how that works because it should be a paper trail where he's paid said money, unless he just gave her cash. In terms of him not following a court-ordered child support order where he was supposed to pay her X amount of money. He was saying $4,000 a month. He said he paid her $14,000, and she still went to the courts and said she never received money from him, and they locked him up in contempt of him not paying said money. So I don't know how he paid her this money. You should have did it by way of paper trail, Cash App, I don't know, Zelle, something, check, showing that the check is cleared. But if you gave her cash, and that's your ass. I mean, because that's not traceable. She said, I ain't getting no money from him. It's giving that Kelly is a little, she's something else over here. She's something else. But y'all know it's two sides or maybe three sides to a story. I'm gonna keep my ear to the streets on this because I want to see how this play out. That's gonna kind of mess her up for her storyline next season because she has been contracted for next season on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So what are you going to talk about? Your kids can't be shown, and you can't probably talk about your businesses, the chicken and waffle place, because she did just cut the ribbon for a new location. I saw that because I follow her. But so what are you going to talk about now that your ex-husband is putting all these ramifications on you through the courts to where you can't talk about this, your kids can't be on there, you got to give this, so it's going to be given it. What are you going to talk about? So are you going to run around and be in everybody's business now in order to keep your spot on the show? Or you're not going to be able to talk about your own life? Is what it's giving, because he's trying to put all these different things in place through the legal system on your ass, girl. So maybe you want to fall back from the show a little bit, because it's giving he's coming for you, baby. He is coming for you. All right, so let's see what Shamar got to say about it, child. Shamar, what do you got to say? Because Shamar, he has some things to say too. Let's get into what Shamar had to say.
I'm not cable. Okay, if I'm not cable, why pay my own rent then? Mm-hmm. If I'm not cable, why I put my name on my own disability check? If I'm not cable, why is I'm my own caregiver? Since we talk about caregiving, why is I'm my own payee? And you talk about I'm not cable. Okay, if I'm not cable, why pay my own rent then? If I'm not cable, why I put my name on my own disability check? If I'm not cable, why is I'm my own caregiver? Since we talk about caregiving, why is I'm my own payee? And you talk about I'm not cable.
Baby, you got to be cable in order to handle these things, Kelly. Okay, I said all that to say this. You got to be cable. All right, you got to be cable to follow these things that your husband is asking you to do. All right, that's what Shamar was saying to you. You got to be cable, not capable. Don't be capable, be cable. All right, let's move on, child. All right, so anybody in my chat, did anybody go to the Breezy Bowl concert for Chris Brown? Anybody? He was just in Atlanta, honey, for 2 days. Let me stop. He was in Atlanta for 2 days, okay? And it's been some issues going on with this damn concert I'm seeing. Some people who paid money, some good money for tickets to go see Chris Brown, which I know that was a damn good show because, baby, Chris Brown eats down. You hear me? He eats down. But a lot of people are upset, and I think Chris Brown gonna say something because he loves his fans, and I know he's probably like pissed off that this shit happened. I saw somebody spend $1,500 for a ticket to go see Chris Brown, and the seats sucked because they had to rearrange. The issue is they had to rearrange the seating in the actual theater where he had the Breezy Bowl because he had these 2 huge statues of himself. Okay, so they had to rearrange people's seating so that they could actually see the stage and see him, or else you would just be sitting behind these 2 huge ass statues. All right, but they're saying here that Chris Brown fans speak out after being locked out of the Breezy Bowl in multiple cities. It wasn't just Atlanta, apparently. So they said that Chris Brown Breezy Bowl tour has been anything but smooth for fans across the country. Of course, he sold out in every single show, and that's applaudable. Okay, shout out to Chris Brown. I'm a huge fan. Said that from Philly to Atlanta, Chicago to Miami, devoted concert goers are showing up with $700 to $2,000 tickets and being turned away at the gate. Oh, fuck no. You better give my money. You can turn me away, but you better go ahead and refund that money right here, honey, before I leave. Said that some fans were told that their seats no longer existed. Others were reassigned with no warning, and a few were even kicked out altogether. Imagine spending $2,000 to go see your favorite artist, and they tell you when you get to the gate to get ready to go in, oh, I'm sorry, you can't enter. Oh, really? Because I'm about to knock all this shit over right here. All this stuff right here, I'm about to knock it over. Go ahead and call the police. Because, we about to turn up a little bit. So they said that Just 2 Ice digs into the chaotic seating controversy, what led to the confusion, who's being blamed, and why it seems to be only happening at certain stadium venues. Okay, yeah, child, you got to snap off about that. It said that with fingers pointing between Ticketmaster, the venues, and Breezy's team, fans are asking, who is really responsible? People just want a refund. If you're not going to allow them to get into the concert, at least go ahead and refund them. And I know sometimes it takes a few hours and maybe a couple of days, but people are upset. I mean, I think they would rather see Chris Brown than to get a refund. All right, that's like a once in a lifetime thing. He's a huge star. He gives a great show. He danced his ass off from the time he's touched the stage to the time he leaves. He flying in the air. I saw a lot of videos online. He actually gives a great show. Okay, so imagine spending all this damn money. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like Chris Brown, but will I spend $2,000? Because I'm so frugal with my damn money. I'm not spending $2,000 to see Chris Brown. Okay, be mad at your mama. I'm not doing it. I'm too frugal. All right, but let's get into this, Kyle, because these fans are pissed.
Like Chris Brown fans were hating from outside.
And I can't get in.
From Philly.
And our seats don't exist.
Miami.
Why was this not mapped out?
To Chicago.
I was pissed.
And just over the weekend, Atlanta.
I need my money back. I need it back.
Thousands of Chris Brown fans across the country showing up to the Breezy Bowl, thinking they're about to get it on and popping. But instead,
couldn't get in the concert that I paid for.
Tickets disappearing at the gate. TSR investigates getting down to it, the finger pointing, and why this is only happening in certain cities.
And I think this is kind of insane.
I'm Justin Carter, and this is TSR Investigates. But before we get into it, roommates, make sure you go ahead and like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can find weekly episodes of this show and more.
And I've been a fan of Chris Brown since I was 8 years old. Like, I was excited for this. Like, I really wanted to go. This was the 20th anniversary concert. I was excited for this for months.
That was Brianna Upshaw, who says that she screamed when she secured B-section floor seats back in April. She was ready for CB to take her down at the Breezy Bowl in Atlanta, a hit tour everybody is buzzing about. But the road to the bowl was not smooth for Brianna or the thousands of beautiful people who have been spending $700, $800, $900 on tickets, all to be turned away. And it's one thing for one venue to do this, but when the Shade Room discovered that this is happening in multiple cities, we decided to run it to see who's liable for this.
This video is for Christopher Maurice Brown. I don't know what just happened with your Atlanta show. I bought these tickets in April, stood outside for 3-4 hours with floor seats and did not get in.
Upshaw says when she got in the VIP line, they scanned her ticket, but the scanner turned red. She paid $700.
He told me that I needed to go to the ticket booth to get new tickets because my floor seats were now invalid.
And Upshaw, clearly not alone.
I'm confused.
This is the ticket booth that she was directed to. Fans just like her, outraged.
I need my money back. I need it back. I need it back now. I mean, it's commotion, it's drama, it's sweat.
Like, why would my floor seats be invalid? So prior to that, I didn't get any email, any notification about any changes to my seat, anything from Ticketmaster or Truist Park. So I'm finding this out once I'm there already and in line.
And the ultimate fail, she says ticket agents were offering alternate seating options on a first come, first serve basis.
Baby. Shout out to the Shade.
Why Chris Brown fans were hating from outside.
That's crazy. That is so crazy to spend that much money. We hear about people spending their rent money to go and see a lot of these artists because they feel like, oh, this is a once in a lifetime. I'll figure out rent later, baby. But today we going to this show. I don't have that mentality, thank God. But you have people that just do not pay their bills and they spend their bill money on going to see these artists. But it's unfortunate that people spending $700, $800, $900 to go and see Chris Brown, and then they get up there to scan their damn tickets. They get them early so that they can make sure, you know, hey, I got my ticket. I'm going to the show. You done dolled up. You done got your little outfit. Y'all know how it is when you go into a concert. I've been to several concerts. You gonna eat down, honey. Your outfit gonna be nice. Your face gonna be beat. Hair gonna be given. You know, got your nails done, feet done, everything done. Then you get there and they scan your shit. And it's like, do. The ticket you're trying to get in with has been disconnected. Like, bitch, I'm about to knock the whole ticket booth down now. Like, go see the ticket. I'm stood here for 4 hours, and now you're telling me get out of line and go to the ticket booth and figure out what's going on with my ticket? Child. Now, a lot of people are blaming Chris Brown. That's not his fault. Chris Brown don't have shit to do with that. It has to do with whoever the ticket vendor is that sold you your ticket. That's who you got to holler at. Not Chris Brown, but unfortunately for him, he gonna take, the downfall for this bullshit. And I'm waiting on him to go ahead and address this because y'all know how he feels about his fans. I've seen him snap off and do videos and responses about this. I'm sure once he hears about this, which if he haven't already, I'm pretty sure he's going to give a response. Okay. And he may do a makeup show for some of these cities if that's what he chooses to do once his tour is over. Or something. He's going to do something. He has to. Because that kind of give a bad taste in people's mouth. This might have been their first time going to see him. So it's just like, damn, you just kind of ruined my first chance at seeing one of my favorite artists. You know, first impressions are everything. If you fuck it up the first time for me, I'm probably not going to spend my money no more. Like, damn, this could happen again. Right? Anybody, what y'all laughing at? Anybody in my chat, have y'all been to the Chris Brown concert? Y'all been to Breezy Bowl? Put a one in the chat if you've been to Breezy Bowl. I know you got your entire life if you went. Put a one if you've been to Breezy Bowl. I've seen so many videos online via mostly TikTok because baby, y'all know they posted all over there. Anybody put a one if you've been to see Chris? Okay, Juju's World. How was the show? Okay. I see Truth. Truth said she went. Okay. Was the show good? Was it a smooth transition getting in? Did y'all have any problems with your tickets? Anybody? Okay. I'm not sure what this is, honey, but from $700 to $2,000, baby, y'all should have been in there. Those are good seats. $2,000. Baby, I better be on the stage for $2,000. I better be up there pop, lock, and dropping right beside Chris Brown for $2,000, baby. Said I've seen him before. Oh, okay. You've seen him before, but not Breezy Bowl. Gotcha. All right. Well, hey, so that's what's going on with that. I said no issues. Okay. Truth said no issues with her tickets. Great. All right. You looked up, honey, because these people here are mad. I hope they get their money back. Let's get into some love and merge Huntsville. Then I gotta go, child, because I gotta get down to the school and take these damn cupcakes and shit up there for my son, so he can have his party. All right, so OMFG Reality TV, shout out to them. As you guys may know, Tisha and them are on some type of, I don't know why Satan be using me sometimes. Satan be using me in the comments, y'all, as you guys can see there. That's Caramel being what Caramel is, child, sometimes. But Tisha Marceau, they're celebrating their little anniversary, child. All right, and OMFG Reality TV posted Marceau's post to Tisha. He don't look happy. He like, yeah, I'm just here, shit. So Marceau says, it is crazy what happens when a 25-year-old boy meets a 23-year-old lady and asks her to do life with him. Said 20 years later, happy 19th anniversary. Thank you for saying yes and doing life with me. Why it seems like they've been married, didn't they say last year 19 years or so, 18, 19 years? I don't know why it seemed like they've been married for 19 years for longer. I don't know. It seemed like last year they said 19, but I don't know. I mean, I think they would know when they were married. But what do y'all think about this? They are celebrating. So Tisha, Marceau, Maurice, Kimmy, Sadark, y'all remember Sadark? He used to be on the show, and his wife, who is a dentist, they all went on some like trip together. I hear that the cameras were there as well, that they did get some filming done with that. Not that I care, but yeah, so they all went on like this couples trip together for Tisha and them's anniversary. And I think Maurice and Kimmy also celebrated a recent wedding anniversary as well, child. Whatever. But what do y'all think about that? When y'all think about that, Marceau, I've never seen him write out no happy anniversary message, but he wrote one out saying he was a 25-year-old boy child that met a 23-year-old lady and asked her to do life with him. Y'all remember he did his interview with Carlos King and said that he dated Tisha exclusively 1 month, and then he asked her to marry him, and she said yeah. So go off. That is it, and that is all. No more screen time on my show. All right, what y'all think about it? Put it in the chat. Okay. Do I care about that topic? Yeah, I'll entertain it, child. I'll entertain it. All right, so Carlos King interviews Saucy Santana, and he's talking about how, yeah, y'all see how we got up off that? All right, because it's just news, child. It's just news for me. I ain't going to elaborate because I don't really give a fuck like that. So Saucy Santana explains how Diddy treated Young Miami when they were together. And it said that it was Prince's treatment. Well, why he didn't treat other girls like that? What was so special about Young Miami? Okay, because it was said that she was doing some madam type bullshit as well. So I'm not sure why whenever they speak on Diddy and Young Miami, it's always this high regard as if she won't in there doing some freak offs as well. I believe if you hanging around Diddy, you were definitely doing some freak offs. And I heard that Saucy Santana allegedly may have been involved as well. Okay, because y'all know that he and Young Miami are good friends, but not sure why Carlos wanted to interview Saucy Santana, but he did. So let's get into it. So Saucy Santana speaks on what he saw during Diddy's relationship with Carisha, aka Young Miami, per Carlos King, and shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. Let's go.
So what was the problem with that? And he was treating her different. She was experiencing things that some people might not ever experience in life. What was wrong with me being happy?
And you've been around them. So the thing is this. How did you see Puff treat Carisha when you were around them?
We used to laugh because we young. So he would, good morning, Queen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was princess treatment. It was princess treatment, honestly. And so when it came to her speaking, people was mad because she could only, if I be around you and you only eat apples, I can't speak on Carlos eating oranges because I don't see Carlos eating oranges. Every time I'm with Carlos eating apples.
Yeah, I see y'all putting in the comments. Young Miami did say she got a lot of golden showers upon her. Y'all know what that means. All right, for my older people in here, you're getting tinkled upon. Okay, we got to say it that way for YouTube's sake. So she did admit that she enjoyed being golden showered upon, okay, while she was in a relationship with Diddy. And that's something that Cassie also experienced as well. So it's, I don't know what this infatuation is with people out here just relieving themselves on people. What is, I don't get it. Like, how are people getting off with that happening? I just don't get it. That shit is just weird and it's nasty as hell. Like, if you pee on me, at the end of the day, bitch, whatever we were doing, that shit is over. Like, I'm not turned on no more. I don't even want to be here no more. Like, after that, you feel me? You're not going to pee on me and I'm laying there like, yes, more. Yeah. Fuck no. Ugh, let's continue.
So when it was time for her to speak.
Gross. Yeah, absolutely gross.
So what was the problem with it? And he was treating her different. She was experiencing things that some people might not ever experience in life.
Getting peed on? Thank God for that, okay? I can do without it.
What was wrong with me being happy?
Child.
And you've been around them. So the thing is this.
Man, because she can only speak on apples because she can't relate to oranges.
Were you and her dealing with the emotional aspect of the world
Lord God
really attacking her more so? And that's her best friend. And when I look at the two of you, I see one. Because I feel like you two are just like, I feel like y'all like sisters, in my opinion. Were there moments of like tears and like maybe some depression, just like, because the attacks
Yes.
Santana was heavy.
If somebody peed in my bangs, I'm gonna be depressed. I ain't gonna hold you. If you peed in my bangs and you got my bangs like flat down like that, wet and flat on my forehead, I'm gonna be depressed. So I can see what she felt like that.
And she's just a girl. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a boy, so I gotta be there. You know, I felt like.
Are you sure you're a boy, Damon? Are you sure you're a boy? But let's continue.
Like a lot of times I had to stand up and be, you know what I'm saying, like a male figure for her. And then they threw me in. A lot of people say that wasn't a relationship I go in. I'm like, you know how weird that is for me to have to look on YouTube and somebody's mad because she can only stand that I'm dating my best friend, boyfriend. Like, y'all are what? Y'all are crazy. Like, that, and it was just completely false. So it was just like, it was a lot. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot to deal with. And I feel like people didn't give her no mercy.
I'm gonna say this: ain't no damn way you can hang around Diddy and Carisha rather. Okay, you can hang around Young Miami and Diddy with all these things that people were saying was going on at these parties. I'm sorry, and you say that you didn't see nothing that was out of the ordinary. Okay, like freak offs and stuff like. You can't tell me you were around these people who were extra freaky, who was popping mollies and all this other shit, and all these crazy things that we heard in court was going on. Like, hello, I'm pretty sure that Carisha, aka Young Miami, was doing freak offs. I'm pretty sure, because you were getting like gifts and cars, and I'm pretty sure Diddy wasn't doing that shit for free. That's his pedigree. That's what he likes. Women who like to, you know, go through those types of situations in the bedroom, and he see that it's normal. He normalized that bullshit. So any woman that he date or be connected to, they're into that. So can't nobody tell me no different. And the fact that Saucy Santana is sitting his plump overeating ass up here. Yeah, I'm saying that because he get on my fucking nerves with trying to downplay the mess that we all know. It's no kawiki dink why Carisha, aka Young Miami, separated herself from Diddy once the rumors were out there that Cassie was filing papers on him, because as soon as Cassie filed that lawsuit against Diddy, she already knew Diddy's spot was blown up. So she hurried up and got the fuck away from him and disconnected herself from him and sat back and watched from afar like everybody else until they picked his ass up. She didn't even come to the courthouse if she was such friends with him and he saw her in that regard. Why she didn't go testify for him in court? Why she didn't come testify? Because Diddy had none of his friends came and sat on that stand and testified on his behalf. Why not? Why not? What kind of friend are you? What kind of friend are you? You don't come and speak up for me? When you see my life is on the line, I'm getting ready to probably be spending my entire life in prison. I'm facing RICO charges and all these other charges that can have me sitting in prison probably for life. And you sitting back watching this shit on the news, and not one time did you call my attorney and say, hey, that's my friend. I need to come and testify because I didn't see that. All this shit they saying that happened, I didn't see that because I was his girlfriend. Boy, bye.
Mercy. And it was like, oh, what? That was just being nasty. It still is.
Child.
You know, even like, you know what I'm saying, you know, taking comments out of context and it was just a lot. It was a lot to deal with. That was a lot to deal with. And even though like it wasn't even solely my situation, it was a lot on me, because imagine you talking to your best friend every day and she's saying interview.
Why was she sad? That's the question that the $1 million question that everybody wants to know. If she's with a person who's giving her everything, Birkin bags, a brand new Mercedes, Maybachs, and all this, if she was living this nice little plush lifestyle, why was she sad? One must have to ask that. If she had a person who was such a friend to her and treated her so well, why was she sad? I wouldn't be sad if somebody's buying me a Maybach, taking me all around the world on a private jet, making sure I'm getting paid. At one point, she was getting paid $500,000. What was she getting paid for? We never found that out. And then when he dropped her money down to $250,000, what were you being paid for? We still don't know what that money was for. I think you were a paid worker. That's what I think. Let's continue.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I went through a spell where I wasn't doing interviews. I was like, I didn't want to ask me about my best friend. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, girl, fuck that shit.
like she's not on the witness stand. She's not being called in.
That's the stuff that goes over.
I know.
Why she wasn't called in? Why she wasn't involved in this whole case? After y'all punished her and tried to cancel her. And even when she sat there and told her truth, only even doing that interview was hard for me because I was sticking her like, you gonna talk.
Nah, and I feel like the interview that Saucy Santana did with Young Miami was one-sided. First of all, bitch, you her friend. So certain questions that she need to be asked, you're not going to ask her that because you don't want to upset her. You don't want to expose her. He was being very careful when he interviewed her to not make her look in a certain light. I feel like someone who did not know her but knew the situation should have interviewed her. Bitch, if you sat on my platform, I'm asking all the questions that every single solitary fan want to know about. You cannot, because you're not being fair. You're not being fair to sit there and interview your friend. And y'all saw the interview. I watched it as well. I don't feel like he was being fair in terms of how he interviewed her and the questions he was asking her, because he was more so trying to protect her and move around most of the questions he should have been asking her. So she pretty much got off easy. So you really didn't tell us anything. You avoided most of the questions that really should have been asked in that interview in order to save face. And that's exactly what happened there. And he's still sitting up here doing it. If she got canceled, oh, well, you were in that situation. You left your kids, just like every one of these other women who was fooling with Diddy, to go over there and be a SEX worker, allegedly, because that's my opinion, because what he paying you that much money for? I hope it won't for your music, because ain't nobody checking for that. Ain't nobody checking for that. Why you think your other bandmate, okay? Why you think her ass got the fuck away from you? You ain't no rapper around here. Like, you're not. I mean, your throat skills might be your only best talent. And I'm just going to be 100. Okay? I hope she see this. I feel like your throat skills might be your best talent. Ask Diddy. But let's sit, child. I don't want to hear him no more. Because at the end of the day, this is some bullshit. And Carlos, for you to even waste your platform and waste your time even interviewing Saucy Santana, okay, with his chunky ass, baby, that was a waste of time and energy. Let's get up off this, guys. This is my show for the morning. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay, I had to snap off on him just a little bit because he is just ugh. All right, he get on my nerves. You bacon eating food. You all right? You double whopper eating cheese eating food. You all right? Let's get out of here. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so bad. To my mods, Scorpion Miss, Sweet Essence, Rose Armstead, True TV Podcast, KBR, and Tyra. Those are my top flight mods. Thank y'all for doing such an awesome job. I appreciate y'all. All right, for keeping the chat lit and keeping all the trolls up out of here, okay? Thank y'all so much for all the birthday wishes for my son. Thank you, Ebony, so much. And everyone else who wished my son happy birthday, thank y'all for the super stickers for my son. Thank y'all. All right, to all the content creators that joined us today, Schoolboy, thanks for being here. Sunny Days, thank you for being here. Simple Mom Family TV, Purple Unicorn, Astute Queen B. Thank you, Shar's Reality. I know she's in the bushes. Deary Talk, if you're here, thanks. Just the T, please. Thank you for being here as well. Mods, can y'all let me know if we have any more content creators in the building before we get out of here? All right, I don't want to miss nobody. Let me know. I'll wait just a little bit. Thank y'all. I see the birthday wishes. Thank you. I'll tell them that you guys wish him a happy birthday. Miss D, thank you so much, Miss Didi, for being here. Miss Didi, thanks for being here as well. You guys check out all these content creators that we mentioned, and y'all definitely go over and support, okay? Please don't forget to tap on this like button over here for this video so that we can push it out into the algorithm. All right, thank y'all so much. Until the next video, I'll be popping in a little bit later for our midday pop-in with more news I know you guys can use. Until then, let's
when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran, said no, man, I still go. Go, 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 You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.